Good morning, Internet. How's it going today? I hope everybody's doing well. Wait a minute. Adjusting. Oh, no. Too low. A little bit. Yep, there we go. Yesterday was a good day. Very busy. I like busy. Busy keeps me busy, and when I'm busy, I'm not thinking about other things that, I don't know, I'm just not bored. It's enjoyable. So I spent a good amount of the day trying to get our WordPress hosting migrated and on Git. For those of you who don't know what Git is, or GitHub, me and Chad, with Geeks on Things, buddy of mine from high school/college, we're trying to get my website on the Git repository so that I can make code changes and track the revisions of that code. So that if I screw something up or break something, I can roll back. Well, we got so close yesterday. It was so close. We got pretty much up to the point of actually pushing the code to the live site. But then, so I went from when I make the change on my computer, then I push from my computer to GitHub. And then it was the point from pulling it from GitHub to my server or my website host that broke the website. So there's a little bit of lost in translation there that we still need to work on. But this is kind of the process. You know, I'm learning something new. I don't really know anything about GitHub. I didn't before this whole process. Chad is the expert in that area. He's been a programmer for a long time. And it's honestly, programming in general is something I try to avoid. But I'm having to learn because I need to. Programming is like, I don't know, I was talking to, who was it, Chris? It might have been Chris or Chad, or I can't remember. But like, programmers are like the real creators, you know? A lot of what I do in my job with WordPress is I modify stuff other people have already created, you know? And so I guess that really makes me more of like a hacker, like I hack it up. And I don't mean like a hacker as in like network hacker. I mean like I hack up other people's work and kind of like I modify it to make it work for my application. That leaves a lot of issues when it comes to needing something very specific done because I don't know how to create. I mean, I don't know the code well enough to create something. And that's kind of been burning me time and time again over the past year or two. And so this whole process with Chad is an attempt to finally push myself to learn how to code properly rather than kind of just hack things up and change them on the fly and just figure out how to band-aid a problem that I'm having. I mean, I think that's kind of human nature. Like, you can learn everything or try to learn everything, but there's so much out there, especially with programming. Like, the idea of picking a language and committing to it is like a nightmare. So it's almost like respond to the biggest need at the time. If you're a time restrained person, it's almost best to kind of find out what's going to be most worth your time investment. And in this case, it's definitely, I can already tell it's going to be paying off. It's going to pay off huge dividends in the long run. It's just uncomfortable, you know, and it's frustrating at times because I don't know it. And a lot of it's done in Linux, and I don't know anything about Linux. And I was complaining to Chris yesterday. I'm like, why do they do everything in the line code? I don't understand. He's like, well, is it like more efficient? I'm like, yeah. Is it more stable? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's probably why they do it. I'm like, shut up, Chris. Just listen to me complain. Don't be right. But he was right. There's a reason they do it that way. I just don't know how to do it, and it's uncomfortable, and it's frustrating, because, like, copying and pasting isn't as what I'm used to, you know, that kind of thing. So, anyways, I got through the day yesterday. We went to my parents afterwards, and we hung out with the kids, and I got to see Jordan Smith's final performance on The Voice. My dad had a DVR. That guy's incredibly talented. And then this morning I watched some IT Life, which is the first time I've watched it, and I was laughing my butt off. It's really good if you guys haven't seen it. IT Life. Check it out on Netflix, and it's really funny. I like it so far. And not IT Life, IT Crowd. IT Life is this show. All right, guys. Hey, have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.